Hello! The building you can see is an old Soviet airport called Minsk 1. Today we're going to go on a Soviet adventure, and at the end of the video you can let me know, would you like to stay in this old Soviet airport? So today is a beautiful sunny autumn day in Minsk. Behind me, beautiful Soviet architecture here at the old airport Minsk 1, built in 1933. And from here you could fly all over the Soviet Union. The last flight actually left here in 2012 to Moscow. The airport was officially closed in 2015. But the site of this old airport has been turned into a beautiful residential area. Today, let's go and explore Minsk Mir, in English, Minsk World. So this is the front of the building, but if we go around here, we will see where the runway used to be. So this here would have been once upon a time the runway. As you can see, this is now going to be the connecting road for Minsk Mir. Beautiful, beautiful Soviet architecture. This is some development. Look how far it spans. There's going to be a huge shopping mall. There's going to be parks. This is going to be turned into a museum. Lovely, lovely, lovely residential development. Like I always say in my videos, Belarus is a great country, Minsk is a great city. So let's go and explore what it would be like to live here. So all of the buildings here are named after different cities, different countries, hence why it's called Minsk World. You can get a studio apartment here starting for about 45,000 euros, but that's not finished. So basically what happens in Belarus, when you buy a new build apartment, it's finished inside, but it doesn't have any flooring down, so you need to put down your own floors, you need to put in a kitchen, you need to paint. It's not like the UK where when you buy a new build, it's finished, you've got a kitchen, you've got a bathroom, you've normally got white walls and laminate flooring. Here it's a little bit different, but yeah, 45,000 euros is the starting price for a studio apartment. And if you buy a house in Belarus as a foreigner, you get a residency permit. You get a 1-year temporary residency permit that you can renew every year. After you've been resident for 5 years, you can then apply for permanent residency, and after 7 years you can take a passport. So if you want to escape the collapsing West, you want to escape a winter of sky-high gas prices, rampant inflation, electricity shortages and food shortages, then Minsk World is the place to come. Very, very modern development. It's got everything you need, supermarkets, it's got a metro into the centre of Minsk. Incidentally, we're about 2 to 3 kilometres from the centre of Minsk. So beautiful, beautiful modern development, everything you need. Coffee shops, kindergartens, schools, everything you need. Minsk itself, beautiful city. So I like to show people a different side of Belarus, because unfortunately the Western media seems to be very, very negative on Belarus, but people don't really understand how beautiful a country Belarus is, how clean Belarus is, how modern Belarus is, how good a lifestyle you have in Belarus, how safe Belarus is. As someone who's lived in Milan, who's lived in Glasgow, who's lived in Portugal, I can tell you from first-hand experience that Minsk is the safest, most cleanest city I've ever lived in. It's the safest, most clean city I've ever visited. There's basically no crime here, no petty crime. You don't hear about anybody getting their car broken into, the house broken into, their phone stolen. You don't hear about anybody getting mugged in the street, because it's very, very safe. Very, very safe country. So I want to show you, I guess, a little bit about what life is like in Belarus that you'll never see in the media. Maybe you can watch Bald and Bankrupt's channel, but he goes to hang out with gopniks and kind of shows you village life. But I want to show you what it's like in Minsk, a modern capital city in Europe. Поехали. So let's have a little look at development. Like I say, it's huge, huge development. I particularly like this building here that's got all the different colours on it. As you can see, construction going on in all directions. You can see development over there. When this is finished, it's going to take another sort of 3 to 5 years before it's fully finished. It'll be a lovely, over there's going to be a huge shopping mall, a lovely park, there's going to be a museum. All the buildings will have shops. As you can see, this part down here is already finished. We'll go down and have a look. There's a lot of shops there. Everything that you need for your day-to-day life. But I think it's very good value. 45,000 euros for a studio apartment. 1 bedroom, you're probably looking about 70,000, 65, 70,000. Then you've obviously got to finish the apartment. But Belarus isn't very expensive for getting construction done. So this is going to be a big new main road, which is going to connect development to the city centre. There's going to be a car park over there. Construction is going to go on a good kilometre or 2 further down that way. This is the first part of the development. It's finished. So let's go and explore, and I'll take you to my favourite coffee shop. So behind me is the first part of the development. It's finished. As you can see, behind me, a little shopping mall. You got a KFC, you got a supermarket, you got some little shops. Here, you got a playground for kids. Very, very good place for children. Very safe, they can play. Over here, you've got lots of coffee shops, you've got hairdressers, you've got Ozone, which is like the Russian Amazon. So as you can see, very, very family friendly. Construction over here, I think pretty good construction. Quite a nice, safe residential neighbourhood. Good for professionals, good for singles, good for families. Get into the city centre very quickly. As you can see here as well, arenda means for rent. A lot of commercial units that are still available. If you want to set up a business, I think Minsk World would be a really, really good place, because it's going to be, like I said earlier in the video, the heartbeat of Minsk when it's finished. They've also got a lot of really, really cool little sort of cafes, restaurants, like this place here, My Loverberry. Really, really good breakfast in there. Mountain Cafe, it's pretty nice as well. But I'm going to take you to my favourite place for coffee. Really, really good place for people who are digital nomads, people who freelance. There's always people in there on the laptop doing some work, and there's good Wi-Fi. And a coffee costs you 3 rubles 50, which with the exchange rate right now is about, I don't know, £1.40, £1.50, less than €2. So, davai, let's go. So the place that I really like to come is here, called Tuk Coffee. Very good coffee, very good atmosphere. Let's go. So we're in Tuk Coffee. As you can see, nice Americano, 3 rubles 50. I'll show you the interior. A lot of people doing work. It's really comfortable if you can get the seat over there, but somebody's there already. So as you can see, Minsk World, excellent development, really, really cool places. Tell me, would you live here?